Just remember that you're the prize at all times.
Boom.
Best advice. Just remember that you're the prize always.
Say that one more time.
Just remember that you are the prize.
Yes.
I don't even think they know what the definition of prize is, but I'm going to tell them what the definition of a prize is. A prize is something of great value, importance, something that is of good quality, and something that is rare. Basically, a treasure. That's what the word prize means. And you modern women are not consistent with the word prize. So I'm here to burst your bubble and tell you that you are not the prize in no way, shape, or form. Okay? You are not the prize. You're not valuable. You don't bring anything of good quality. You're not important. And you're definitely not rare. Do you bring anything of good value into a man's life? No. Do you bring anything of importance into a man's life? Are you of good quality to bring into that man's life? Nope. And are you rare? Will you be his treasure? Definitely not.
So shout out to this sister, keeping it real with Drell. All right, her channel is tagged to the video description. She's down in there. Go over and check her out. She be cooking these hyenas, and here we are. Last time she was up here, Heather Clean was giving her some slack, but she be cooking.
Was that Lori Harvey talking about the prize? Holy cow! Wrong answer. Modern raging hyena. Like this sister said, a prize has value. And here's the thing. So Bonquisha, perhaps let me play devil's advocate here. Bonquisha, you can be the prize, but you must ask yourself, you are a prize to whom? You understand? Like you could present something as a prize to me. Maybe I don't see it as a prize, but here, Mr. Walker, here's a prize. I don't want that bull jive, but maybe he would love it and say this is a prize. I say it ain't though. So that's what today's modern women need to understand, especially whenever they come in with multiple kids by multiple guys. You may be you that 2-cent prize at the bottom shelf at the amusement park.
Definitely not. You know, you women think that you're the prize just because you're a woman, because you're female. But I'm here to tell you that's not true. That's a lie. Just because you're a woman does not make you the prize. So that's a lie. That is not true. And a lot of you walk around with your noses up in the air, feeling and thinking that you're the prize. It's because you've seen all over social media other women that no matter if you're average or not, you'll never say that you're average. I've never heard a modern woman say that she's average. These women are telling you that you're tens. You could be average or below average and you still think that you're a 10. That's not true either. So that's why you're thinking you're the prize. You're listening to all of these other women on social media telling you the prize. And you walk around with your nose up in the air, feeling that you are the prize. In all actuality, and these are facts, in all honesty, you're a liability. That's what you are. You are a liability. Men don't think you're the prize. Ask any man if they think you're the prize. They're going to say, no, you're not the prize, but you know what they think you are? You're a pain in the ass. That's exactly what you are, a pain in the ass. It's just such a shame. A prize. Yeah, right. Anyway, I saw this video of this young lady, and in the video, she was arguing with the guy saying that she's the prize. You don't know what the F you're talking about. Women are the prize. She thought that she was the prize. And you know why she thought she was the prize? You know what she said? She's the prize because she has a vagina. Now, she didn't use the word vagina. She used the P word of
hair. And we said this the other week about, you know, what do y'all offer outside the box? Take the box away. What else you got? I'm going to say nothing for most of them.
Y'all don't understand. The man that's on his square, you simply can't come with just box. You will be replaced so fast. Pretty face, nasty attitude. You can have some amazing in between the sheet action. It's going so what they say? Jay-Z allegedly cheated on Beyonce. Somebody cheated on Halle Berry. Like, come on, you can't just come with the superficial physical aspects of you got to come with something more. But however, there you go. Somebody said in the chat, social media, all these likes, you know, IG likes and hearts and smiley faces. They think, you know, 5,000 engagements in 24 hours means that they are the ish. They the prize. They're like, look, I can't read all these comments of the guys that want to do this to me, do that to me. How can you tell them they're not the prize when everybody trying to put their mouth on their genitals?
And hence all that whole lineup we just seen, you know, women on the Balloon Pop show with 3 kids by 3 men, and they got the audacity still.
course. And she said that her vagina makes the world go around. She really believes that her vagina makes the world go around. How can you be a prize when every man has opened and used the box with the prize in it already, previously and now? So how does that make you the prize? Again, it doesn't. That's all you women have to offer is what's between your legs. It's more than that. I don't know how many times I have to say that. It's more than that. But that goes to show you that's all that you have to offer. You're always thinking about what's between your legs. Nobody wants that little worn out thing you got. It's been worn out by so many men. Nobody wants that, but that's a prize.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka! Shout out to Drell. We're going to have to get her up here. Look, it is what it is. The kutakata is blowed out. She said it, not me.
There you go. And what is today's gatekeeper bone Quisha gonna say about that comment? What they say, sick comment. The whole outlast the pole. Effing yuckity. Not quite. And I resent that for all my men out there that's letting themselves overage, if you will, and they ain't waking up to a hearty salute in the morning. Get yourself together. Because that's what they mean. Too many of our brothers are getting into their mid 30s, early 40s, and you know, they ain't waking up to a good old hearty morning salute from their best friend down there. And that's what they talking about. So they think that old loose, worn out wizard sleeve is is more valuable than, you know, than what you got. And that's bull jab, men. Do better.
And you're not a treasure either, because nothing is left but you know how the pirates used to have the treasure with gold and jewels and everything in it? Nothing's left but the little chest that the treasure was in, because everybody's gone in and taken it all. So you have nothing left, but you're the prize. Get out of here with that mess. You're all worn out. No man wants that. And then there was another video that I saw. This lady, she was just boasting and bragging, and she was just so arrogant, had the big head. I don't mean her head was large, but you know how people are so arrogant, they get the big head, okay? So her thing was, just because she has a whole bunch of degrees, a really good career, a stellar job title, making all of this money, She thinks that she's the prize. And you know what she said? She's the prize. She has all this money, so all men should bow down to her. And this is what really got me. Even her husband should bow down to her because she makes more than her husband. How disrespectful. And all of you modern women, you'll follow behind her. You're just like her, and you know you are. You'd rather listen to these negative women who's giving you bad advice rather than listen to someone who has good advice for you. Even if you're dating, even the man in your life, if he's trying to give you good advice or put you on the right path and tell you, hey, I think you should do this, do that. You don't want to listen to him because he's giving good advice. You'd rather listen to these crazy old women who's negative, chaotic, toxic. And you know why you listen to them? Because you're just like them. Birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka! And hence the last woman on the balloon pop with the oatmeal pie. She told two men to their face, I will not be controlled by a man. You will not. I've gave my wound up to two men and they betrayed me. Two men betrayed me in my womb. I refuse to give another man respect.
Mm-hmm. Tell us about these two men, Bonquisha. One car was in the shop for 2 years. The other one had a very nice dwelling in his grandma's basement. I bet they did take your goodies and run away. You chose wrong. And then Bonquisha come in front of the right man, and she don't have nothing else to give him. Glory to the Godfather. He will ask him, Bonquisha, you come across this man that you so desire. What can you give him that he wants that you haven't given to someone else? Go. And they sitting there like, well, I didn't give a man my kuda kata. I didn't give a man my womb. Gave Nug Nug 3/4 of my sanity. I ain't got nothing else but some used kuda kata. It's not emotion that we saying this with. It's just observable reality. Use kuda kata. Nug Nug got that. We don't want that. It's fresh kuda kata out here.
So then she goes on to say that she makes more money than her husband. She has all these degrees, all of this stuff. People better bow down to her. Just arrogant. It takes more than that. I don't want to call you ladies because you're far from that. You're not a lady, modern women. It takes more than that. You need more than that. And I'm going to be straight up with you. I'm just going to keep it real and be straight up with you. Okay? I'm going to be straight up with you. Let's keep it real here. A man does not care how many degrees you have, how much money you make, what kind of job title you have. And I believe this woman was like a CEO and she just bragged about it. Oh, I'm a CEO. I'm a CEO. Okay, you're CEO. She bragged about that. But again, a man does not give a rat's behind about that stuff. He does not care. He'd rather have a woman who's loyal, respectful, loving, kind, and supportive of him and his dreams and his goals. That's what he'd rather have. And if that's the woman that's working at McDonald's, that's what he'd rather have than a woman who's claiming she has all these degrees. She's a big CEO. She makes all of this money. He'd rather have a woman from a foreign land that's in a little village that doesn't know anything, haven't been promiscuous, who's taught how to be a wife, who is strong.
And what does that do to the modern woman's ego? That's a good talking point where she's sitting here saying these women are PhDs, boss chicks making, 6 figures, 200,000. But a man will go to another country and get a woman out of a hut that don't even speak his language and don't got 2 nickels to rub together. And Bonquisha said, but I went to school. I got the bag. How can she compete with me?
I got the answer. And I'm getting annoyed because men are simple. Why? What am I about to say? It's one freaking word. Men, what is one thing? It's two things, two things a man need. Respect. Bonquisha ain't coming with that. Today's too many modern women ain't coming with that. And it's something else. Why would a man go choose some, socially, economically poor sister over a CEO? Peace. Absolute peace. You're not gonna get no peace from today's modern CEOs because she coming through the door like you, and like I've said before, you want a back rub, she want a back rub. You want a sandwich, she want a sandwich. And now y'all saying butt heads. You like, hey, can had a rough day, you know what I'm saying? Can you rub my back? She like, Ninja, I have to rub my feet. Now you're at a crossroad. Absolutely no peace. But guess what? You get us a young sister that will get on your page and abide to your living standard, and the man will have peace.
Who knows how to cook and clean because she was raised to do that. He'd rather have that than a monster to live with, than a headache to live with. This CEO, that's what he'd rather have. He'd rather have a just normal woman than someone who's always bragging about what they have and the man should bow down to her and all of this foolishness. That's stupid. There you go again. Just because you have these high positions, you want to belittle the man and make him feel bad. But that's not what he's looking for. He'd rather have someone who loves him, supports him. And even though she's a CEO, I bet she keeps her money to the side and wants to use his money. But he'll wise up one day. And then she went on to call herself a bad bitch, a boss bitch. Yeah, you know what you women say about yourself. I'm a boss bitch. But let a man call you a bitch or have a fit. But that's what you call yourself, bad boss bitch, just because you have these jobs and all of this stuff. Why would you call yourself that when you don't want anybody else to call yourself that? You just acknowledge that that's what you are. And most of you are the B word, bitch. The other B word, boss. You're so bossy. You're bossy at the office. You're bossy everywhere you go. You even bring that boss into your home. No man wants that. You want to boss everything. You claim that you want a man who's a leader, but you don't want that. You want to boss him. You want to lead him. The man is supposed to lead. Bottom line. And that's true. A man is supposed to lead.
Well, if a man supposed to lead, why won't he lead then? Why I always got to lead him? Why I'm paying the bills? Why he so dusty? Y'all keep talking about these men on the leaders. Where they at? Where they at?
A leading man ain't gonna ask you to follow. You gonna follow. He gonna lead by example, and if you don't follow, he not gonna sit there and beg you. Hey, please get on my page, Bonquisha. I'm showing you the way. I'm asking you to do these things. That's what they want. They want this dude to beg them. They want today's men to beg them for their submission. And like, come on, babe, please look at me. I'm gonna lead you to the promised land. Please, just come on, please, please, please. Shut up. No.
How y'all gonna lead us when y'all all broke? All y'all broken in jail. How y'all gonna lead us?
Yes. Two things are true. Shout out to Mr. X. Two things are true. The guys that you are dating and dealing with are all broken in jail. Yes. Yes. If you say it, it is true. All right. And also, no, all men are not. But the man that you are dating is. All right. You are what you attract, dummy.
So you're calling yourself a bitch. Okay, I agree. You're a boss. Yeah, I agree with that too. With all the hyper attitude, the masculine attitude, that masculine energy. that masculine energy. So you want to be a boss. Now let's talk about the other B word, bad. Yeah, I agree with that too. You're bad. And I'm talking about a different bad. That bad that you use. You're bad as women. You're bad because you disrespect men. You're bad because you bash men. You're bad as a mother. You're bad as a girlfriend. You're bad as a wife. You're just all around bad. So yeah, I agree with you. So therefore, what's good about you? But I know what you'll say. Oh, what's between my legs? I got it going on. That's not everything. But that's the only thing that you know. So yeah, you're bad all the way around. And you're especially bad at communicating. You're bad at smiling. You're bad at saying thank you. You're bad at appreciating a man. You're bad at taking care of a man. You don't know how to do that. You're bad at cooking. You're bad at cleaning. Those of you who do know how to cook a little bit, you're even bad at that. So yeah, keep saying you're a bad bitch and you're a boss bitch and all of this mess. Get out of here with that.
She up here cooking. All right. Y'all can say a lot of things about her, but she cooking.
Mhm.
Say that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she may be an older sister, but again, is she not speaking from a place of wisdom?
But yeah, this woman here, like Mr. Walker was just saying, cautionary tale. Shout out to Sister Heather Queen come up here. And a lot of times y'all tell her like, oh, you're the elder and you're supposed to be speaking a certain way. You're supposed to have a certain message. And this is what the message is supposed to sound like from our elders, you know, more or less. Like y'all supposed to be holding the younger ones accountable. Even if you made some mistakes, you can teach them what not to do. So this woman up here, she cooking.
Yeah. Yeah, can't discredit her just because she an older sister. We can't do that. I asked that question before. Just because, folks come up here and they're not in a successful marriage or in a long-standing relationship, does that mean they have no credibility or no validity? I say the answer is no, especially whenever you throw in age and what can be perceived as some degree of wisdom. She cooking. She letting it be known. If she was sitting here talking to a group of younger sisters, would she be doing the group a service or a disservice? I would say she would be doing a great service. She would not be hurting the younger generation. So we cannot discredit her. That part.
I don't like the word prize anyway. I do not like that word. I don't know where y'all get this word from, prize and all of this mess. We've already cleared that up, that you're not the prize. I've already explained what the word prize means, and you're none of that. But I don't like the word prize anyway, because you know what it reminds me of? And you guys will fit in perfectly with this. You know what it reminds me of? Like, you know how you go to the fair or to the carnival and you have these games where you have to aim at it and hit the target in order to win a prize, and the prize is some cheesy little teddy bear or some little toy or whatever else they may have. Well, yeah, you're the cheesy teddy bear prize, you're the cheesy toy prize. That's what you are. And remember back in the day, guys, I don't know if you remember this, but if you don't, you can Google it. But remember back in the day, it was called Cracker Jack. Remember that popcorn, that caramel popcorn, the Cracker Jack sailor on the front with his little dog? And we really didn't want to eat the popcorn. What did we do? We went inside of the box for the prize. You would get like these little tattoos, and oh boy, you had it going on if you would get a ring. And remember, after a couple of days or whatever, the ring would fall apart or start to turn. It was just so cheesy and cheap. Well, that's what you women are. that kind of prize. You're cheesy, you're cheap, you fall apart after a couple of days when there's so much stress. You just fall apart. So that's the kind of prize that you are. So stop thinking you're the other prize. Good value, importance, good quality, rare treasure. You're none of that. You're the prizes that I just explained from the fair and the Cracker Jack box and the cereal box. That's what you are. Because when times get rough, you fall apart, just like those little toys we used to play with, and you get rough with it and it just falls apart. That's how you are. When life gets hard, you'll fall apart. And they brag about their private parts. You brag about that you're for sale, you're for hire, you're for recreational use.
She up here talking about recreational use. Shout out to the chat. And she ain't lying though. Y'all are the cheapest prizes. We were just saying, what kind of prize? The Cracker Jack and cereal box.
Y'all was saying it in the chat and we saying it. What do you call that when everyone is saying it? Huh? Is that a theory, a hypothesis? We up here hypothesizing and it's becoming facts. Yeah, I said it earlier. Prize, you could be the prize. You that 2-cent prize at the very bottom shelf. When I take my kids, we go out to amusement parks and stuff, and they got 3 or 4 little lousy tickets, and you can get a little plastic spider. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. That's you. You that prize. All right. You got lead in you.
Yeah. You ain't the the Corvette that they're giving away inside the mall. That ain't you.
See what I'm saying? Everybody want that Corvette. You see, even if you don't like Chevy, you like that. You like, that's a Corvette though. It's new, it's shiny, it's untouched. Ain't nobody been in it. You're like, I don't even like Chevy, but I take that and I cherish it because it's a prize.
That's all. It's just like sign here, put your name in, and you could win this car.
If you're lucky.
That is really something to brag about. You're not a lady. That's something to brag about. That is crazy. What is wrong with you all? But you wonder why men don't want anything to do with you. You wonder why men are going overseas. You wonder why men are only focusing on themselves. But you want to think they're something else when they don't pay attention to you. No, it's you. I've said this before. It is you. You're the problem. You're the problem. To sit there and brag about what you have between your legs and how you're just giving it away. And you know, guys, it's just so sad because these women are always with so many guys, so many guys, so many guys. You have nothing left down there. Like I've had so many men say you're like roast beef. There's nothing there. And it's going to come a day, guys, and this may sound, I'm not trying to sound this way, but it's true. There's nothing down there in the front door action. After a while, men are going to have to be using the back door.
Oh. And shout out to Red Pill. He came up here earlier, was talking about the roast beef energy, and she just said ain't nothing down there but roast beef. And after a while, that box is so wore out, you got to go in through the one that stink, not the one that wink, or however that goes.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
Whoa. Don't know nothing about it. Yeah. Shout out to Heathen Queen. She always talking about that backdoor action. Yeah, duty stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's doo-doo in there. That's wicked. That's wicked. That's got to be a humbling experience. You into it, a woman into it with a dude, and then he like, look, I ain't getting no kind of traction. You know, what that back door hitting for? Or I'm leaving. Either or.
Man.
Guys, you know, I feel so bad for the younger guys. I feel bad for all men, period. You know that. That's what I talk about on this channel. But the young guys that are growing up, they may not have anyone to tell them these things. They don't know these things. So when their hormones get to roaring and all that stuff, they need to know. They need to know what's going on. They need to know what these women are going to do to them. I don't want their lives ruined because, like I said, they may not have anyone to tell them these things. And that's sad. So keep the comments going in the comment section so these young men can read what's going on and what's going to happen to them if they happen to get into a relationship with these modern women. And these are men that's been married. These are men with kids. So they know what happens. You guys know I read these comments all the time, and it is truly sad what you go through. I even have more emails that I'm going to be doing some more emails too. It is just mind-blowing what these women do to you guys. So the younger guys that's growing up, that's coming up of age, they need to know this. So help them to find my channel so that they can know what's going on. Because I'm really worried about this generation. The guys, the modern women, you're hopeless. You're clueless. There's no hope for you. But I'm looking out for the men and these young guys.
Yeah! Boom shakalaka!
So shout out to her. She's definitely a what am I looking for? Yeah, ally. She's an advocate for men. So I mean, obviously, y'all can come right over here, but ain't nothing wrong with, I would rather she try to focus on the women. It's hard. Like you said, you really can't preach to men. You got a good message and all, but you need to target the women and try to help them. All right.
There you go. At least get them stirred up. That works. Plant the seed. That's all. We may reap the harvest, generations down the line, but we at least got to plant the seeds, even in Boquisha's tainted, overrun, funky garden.
So, yeah. But as far as she go, definitely going to do some more research on her. Maybe try to get her up here. Yeah, I see she got her YouTube channel, so she got a good message going. She's counter to all the hyenas.
There you go. Like again, shout out to a little sexy grandma over here, not gatekeeper. Regardless of her relationship status, it appears that with some age has come wisdom. I don't think she's saying anything wrong. Again, I see some people saying she ain't the messenger. Says who? Says who?
Yeah. Well, she was just cooking. So, and that's kind of her thing, though. Maybe that's why she ain't talking to the women, but she should. Because like Mr. Walker said, wisdom. Even if she may be divorced or what have you. I'm not sure of her personal life. She can be married. Gonna find out. We'll find out for sure. But it definitely does not change her message. The truth is the truth.
That's it. Don't combat the person. What they say, don't attack the person. Attack the talking points. Attack the facts. Can't do it.
So as far as she go, Godspeed, sister. She definitely up there cooking. Make sure y'all go over and subscribe. I see Skinny Boy was dropping her link. Go over and check her out. Tell her SBC Nation sent you over.
For sure.
So yeah, that was wild. She's just following right up off of those balloon pop women. It was a host of them, blowed out, BBLs, baby moms, and they still were saying they were the prize. And that's what she's talking about, literally, those same women.
Context. Yeah, Lori Harvey up here talking about prize. An individual, a particular individual like a Lori Harvey can sit here and say she the prize with that delusion because she may be getting her desired outcome. She ain't looking for marriage and serious relationship. She's looking for a satisfactory meat hunting, and she's getting it. So she like, I am the prize. How can I not be? Such and such was just doing this to me. Tell me otherwise. But Bonquisha cannot take that message wholeheartedly because she ain't dealing with the same caliber of men. She ain't getting the same perks and benefits. She ain't getting any perks nor benefits. She getting used and abused. Hence, not the prize.